Hey, American coaster enthusiasts, I am so excited that I'm getting to represent you out here today to hear the announcement for 2020 of Pantheon at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Now, I am so lucky to call this my home park and get to visit, which means for you that you will get as many updates as I can possibly bring to you as construction continues. But Pantheon looks like a monster coming to Busch Gardens. It's actually the gods, and they are gonna bring you so many non-stop thrills. This is a thrill coaster coming to Busch Gardens. It is gonna not be for the weak of heart, so Acers, you have to ride. We are gonna have a great time. So many elements, I haven't even absorbed it all. But it just looks like it's gonna be a unique blend, and that's what's gonna stand out. But what I loved hearing the most was how intentional they were about incorporating the river, because we all know that the most successful coasters at Busch Gardens Williamsburg touch the river. So it's really important that brings that special element, and we are gonna have so much fun out here in 2020.
You can go.
Thank you again for coming. Thank you for supporting us. We got a big news day in Williamsburg today, so thank you for being here and supporting us. It's just a lot of stuff happening in Williamsburg, and we're thrilled to be a part of it all for the destination. I know you are very familiar with the young lady that's standing to my right, Susie Cheeley, who will also be the project engineer for Pantheon. And make this thing come to life for us in the early part of spring of 2020. Also, who's joining us today, who we're thrilled to have, I can't believe he made the trip, but he did, is Robert Ulrich, and he is the American Coaster Enthusiast President, and he made a special trip to come here today, so we're thrilled to have him here. You know, this is the first time that we've brought our media day and our announcement day out to the construction site. Thanks to Susie and her team, Carl over there, back there. Hi, Carl. And his rest of his crew back there, who's making this thing happen so quickly. The weather's cooperated. They have had to work in some really hot days this summer, but they're making it happen. So thank you for being here. Thanks for being here for the announcement and for the first ever construction tour on an announcement day. So I turn things over to Susie, and she's going to give you a few details, and then you guys are free to take your pictures and what have you. Thanks for coming.
Hey everybody, we're so excited you could join us today. And like Cindy said, my name is Susie Cheeley. I'm the project engineer for Pantheon, and we're so excited to be able to tell people about it. The name, everybody's been kind of guessing different names, and even the construction crew out here, there are a couple of them, they really thought they had it, you know, and I was like, nope, and they said, well, can't you tell us, and I'm like, Tuesday, come Tuesday, you'll find out. So, like Cindy said, this is the first time we've been able to actually have you guys out to the construction site on the day of the announcement. And we started in May when we first were clearing and started, you know, with our shovels and everything in the ground. We are actually in the foundation phase, so we've got a lot of piles going in. I think there's over 850 steel piles. I know that's not real exciting stuff, but it kind of is for us. So, but what happens is, in order to dig out for the foundations, we create a lot of piles of dirt. So thus, you see piles, and then you see piles of dirt. So we have a lot of that going on. I will give you a few statistics if you guys are interested in that. I don't have to read these because I don't want to miss anything. It is the fastest multi-launch coaster in North America, and the Pantheon actually has 4 launches. Launch 1 has 36 miles per hour. Launch 2 is 50 miles per hour, and that's going forward toward the top hat. You come backwards at 61 miles per hour up to the spike, and then actually forward again to 67 miles per hour, which takes you over the top hat. You guys have seen the image out front. If you haven't, you can go back and revisit that. After the top hat, it goes down into a 95-degree drop. So you're past 90 degrees, and you reach a maximum speed of 72.5 miles per hour after that. The total track length is over 3,300 feet, but if you add the forward and backwards after the switch track, you actually are over 4,200 linear feet. The ride duration is about 150 seconds. There are 2 trains, and each train has 20 riders on it. We have 2 inversions, and after the top hat, the largest drop is 180 feet. The spike is 178 feet, so it's almost as tall as the top hat anyway. So, like I said, we're real excited to have you here today, and we will have you back later on for a hard hat tour a little later in construction. At that point, we'll have some of the track up, the columns in the track, and you'll be able to see a little more, kind of get a better feel of what the ride's going to be like. But for now, you guys we're so excited to have you and glad you guys could be here today. I'm going to turn it over to Robert Ulrich, the president of American Coaster Enthusiasts, and like Cindy said, this is a real treat for us to have him here on our announcement day. Robert?
I'll be very brief. Without parks like Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, we wouldn't have a club. And seeing developments like this with 4 launches and as tall and as fast as it's going to be, I think this is a wonderful product for Busch to add to their lineup that includes such great coasters like Apollo's Chariot and Verbolten. I'm just excited to be here. I'm glad to be up from Tennessee. I probably won't make it back for the next hard hat tour, but you can bet I'll be one of the first to get on the ride. Thank you.
Amazing ride. You know, the way that it's going to drop down into the Rhine River, like a lot of the other coasters here at Busch Gardens, going to use the topography. And the triple launch with a little airtime hill in the middle of it is going to be spectacular, I think. It's going to bring a nice thrill ride back to the park. The last few rides have been great additions to the park as family coasters, but it was time to really get in there and get a big thrill ride.
Goes around. You've got an inversion here and an inversion here with the Top Gun type stall. You know, this is the switch track. Yes. And it launches up and launches back and then launches up again. And this is the big drop.
Right.
This is the 95-degree turn. I guess the final inversion is going to be over there somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
We all know the quality that they put into their rides and their operations and how friendly they are to Ace. You know, this is where it all started, guys. And to have a 4-launch coaster that's so exciting sitting here to add to Verbolten and Apollo's Chariot, it's going to be a great summer next year here.